So just checking the sound to make sure everyone can hear me. Hello, thank you for entertaining yourself for 2 minutes. I just sat down and was ready to start, and then I heard someone talking, and there's no one in the house. And then I was like, wait a minute, I recognize that voice. That's Jeff Bridges. And for some reason, my iPad in the living room started to play Jeff Bridges' sleep tapes, which apparently is the thing that is attached or is queued up on my sound on my iPad. So very weird. But hello to everybody. Hello, Bill B, Mike G, Saban, Trisha, Ruth, as always. Colette, hello to Fred, and then a big thank you, Fred, for continuing to fill in on, or to continuing to moderate on Sundays. Hello to Brian, and then did I get everybody? Maybe I did. I think there's a few people that'll be coming in here. So yeah, Esquin and Mao, welcome, and Catherine as well. Hello, we haven't started yet. So, and Allison, welcome back. It's been a while. Glad to have you back. There's something about Jeff Bridges' voice that I find very, very calming. And so I think the reason that the iPad has that queued up is because sometimes I'll set my sleep thing so that it plays like 10 minutes of Jeff Bridges telling sleep stories, which has to be one of the better outcomes of advertising in the world. So Jeff Bridges was doing a Squarespace like ad, I think for the Super Bowl. Maybe it was like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, something like that. And he did the sleep tapes as part of that. And I think all of that ended up going to a couple of the charities that he works with. So No Kid Hungry and a couple other things. So anyway, Jeff Bridges is a cool guy. But that's not why you're here. You're here to meditate. So my name is Andrew. I'm a certified mindfulness meditation coach. I'm a software engineer by trade and training. And yeah, most people probably know me as the sometimes guest host and most times moderator for the Do Nothing Project. And this is Mike Watt. If folks maybe know Mike Watt, he was the bass player for he's bass player for his solo act amongst other bands, but folks will probably know him from Firehose in the 90s, and then before that he was in Minutemen. The Minutemen were a punk rock band out of San Pedro. And probably most people will know them because their song is the theme for the TV show Jackass. That's actually one of the things. Mike Watt's a favorite of mine. And wait, this is like, I feel like I'm a bad weatherman. That's Mike Watt's album, solo album. Why can't I think of this? Contemplating the Engine Room. And the reason I have that is because he signed it. So there you go. Here I am telling you more things that aren't meditation. But there you go. What do we do here? We sit for 25 minutes, light guidance. We finish with 5 minutes of not doing anything. Today we're going to play around a little bit with a little bit of concentration practice. So we'll focus on something that's pleasant, body sensation, the breath, or something like that. It doesn't have to be that, but and then shift to a little bit of loving kindness, and then we'll let go of all that and finish with nothing. So some variation or some reasonable split depending on when we get where we land out of the establishing our practice part. So I kind of think of that as cross-training. I don't know that that's an apt metaphor, but you think about it as we're doing a little bit of sort of focused attention. little bit of cultivating warmth, and then sort of letting it go, and seeing kind of what pops up. So that's that. And I've got the trusty bell right here. I got 25 minutes on the clock, and I think we're good. And then if you have questions, comments, or reports, you can share them in chat afterwards. All right. Thank you for being here. All right. I'll invite the bell and we'll begin. All right. So, depending on how your day has been, you may feel like you've sort of been hurtling through all of the things that you need to do. And this might be the first moment that you've consciously sat still and thought about the fact that you're sitting still. So just beginning with putting our body in a posture that is supportive. So upright without being uptight is our sort of motto for this. I'll focus on the seated posture, seated on a chair or a cushion or a bench, but you could be lying down, standing, or walking, all equally valid. And then kind of pausing to see with a welcoming attitude what is sort of already here in your experience. So for me, I'm kind of rushing around a little bit and slightly disoriented. So just kind of being okay with, like, oh, that's what's here, not chasing it away, not being stern, but just kind of like, oh, okay. Or you can always crib from Jeff and welcome whatever we're experiencing to the party. And then a few deliberate breaths. Slow and low is the tempo that we're going for. Breathing in through the nose allows us to really slow that breath down, allowing it to sink low into the belly. And then as the in-breath turns around and becomes the out-breath, just seeing if we can extend and accentuate it. And then to begin, we're going to concentrate on the sensations of the hands. So your hands could be potentially face or palms down on your thighs if you're in a seated position. Maybe they're loosely arranged in your lap. Just focusing on the sensations of the hands. So there could be a warm sensation, there could be a cool sensation. Maybe there is a tingling sensation, or maybe slight throbbing. Or you can play with focusing on where does that sort of edge of the skin sort of sensation start and stop. And we're concentrating on the hands. We may notice that our attention has wandered off. Again, no big deal. Bring the attention back to the hands. So as we note our attention on the hands, we can optionally label it feel. And then now let's shift our attention to our feet. And our feet could be in warm, toasty socks. They could be exposed. And they could be flat on the floor. They could be at an angle. Again, we're narrowing our focus range, concentrating on the feet, using our noting practice, and then optionally using that label of feel. And then now shifting our attention to where we make contact with the ground. So no matter what posture we have, we're likely making contact with something that is supporting us. Perhaps not the ground or bed, maybe. Just wherever the pressure points are, where your body is supported, using that to concentrate on. Again, we're still in the realm of physical body sensations, so we can still use feel as our label. Really seeing if we can pour all of that spotlight of our concentration into the pressure points. You can choose a subset if you want, or all of them. Okay, so you're welcome to keep using this technique if you want, but I'm offering that you put that on the shelf and we shift towards more traditional loving kindness practice. I'm bringing to mind someone who is familiar to you, who you have an uncomplicated relationship. If you lean more towards auditory connection, then maybe you hear their voice. If you're more visual, maybe you can bring a mental image of this person. And then we're offering 3 simple phrases. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you live with ease. And offering them in this really kind of kind regard. It's not a commandment or anything. Be happy. It's may you be happy. May you be safe. And may you live with ease. You can choose a rhythm that is pleasing, fast or slow. Again, may you be safe. May you be happy. May you live with ease. And then bringing to mind someone else that you might suspect is having a tough go of it. Again, bringing them to mind in whatever way is easiest for you. And similarly, offering them the phrases. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you live with ease. And then just bringing someone to mind who you might have a slightly complicated relationship with. It's not someone you're in a feud with or anything. The person that comes to mind for me is one of the hardware stores guys that I think is grumpy, but I'm sure is not a bad person. I'm just seeing if I can be supported by the first 2 people, and they're joining me in offering the phrases to this person I have a complicated relationship with. We're all 3 offering our well wishes of may you be safe, may you be happy, may you live with ease. If the phrases are clunky, you can always offer just a single word, seeing if it resonates. Safe, happy, ease. And then letting go of the phrases and pausing and just kind of flipping our attention and concentrating back on the body. Seeing if there's any emotional body sensations. Maybe there's not. No big deal if there isn't. Maybe there's annoyance. Again, that's fine. It's all welcome. Maybe there's a little warmth and kind regard. We're just checking to see what's present. Not forcing anything, just turning our concentration back on the body. All right, the last transition for our sit is we're going to put that on the shelf too, and we're going to just do nothing. And again, with do nothing, we're letting go of any intention to control our attention and really just sitting and knowing that we're sitting. I'll invite the bell to signal that our sit has ended. Thank you for your practice. May our actions be for the benefit of all beings. May the fruit of our practice be for the benefit of all beings. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching the recording. I see the view counts tick up over time, and so definitely appreciate that. So you're incredibly welcome, Mike G. Hope you're staying warm up in Minnesota. You're welcome, Catherine. Oh, hello, Moira. Glad you made it. Thank you, Simon. So Jeff is back. I got an email. I was swapping emails with Jeff earlier today. So I know he's back. So he'll be your guide on Sunday. Yeah, it did fly by now. A lot faster than I expected. Yeah, I think that's the primary thing. And then I totally forgot to include in this week's email. So in this week's email, I included info about Kevin Lacroix's morning meditation, info about Krista Miglio's, I hope I'm saying his name right, group that meets in the mornings on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then info on the silent sit group that the Sangha that I attend has meditation. I mentioned it last week, and then a few of you emailed me about it. So you got all that info, but mainly just practice opportunities, opportunity to get a chance to sample for Kevin and the Upaya of Tucson options. Those are more of a sort of accountability of being there together with someone at the same time. So that's in there. Excuse me. I don't know why my face is so itchy. And then I think I talked previously about Carly has opportunities for practice through generosity donations. That's Meditate Your Face Off. And there's a gratitude group as well. Yeah, so there's the more one more slow time is definitely any of the times to slow down. I've been having trouble meditating regularly. So I've gotten so I meditated on Sunday when Aaron was guiding us. And then this is the first time I meditated again this week. So I missed Monday and Tuesday. I don't usually miss 2 days in a row. I try not to do that, but try is the key word there. So yeah, so I'm also sort of searching for oh yes, the time change. That's thank you. Gosh, I totally forgot about that. So when is daylight savings time start? Gosh, I should know this. The 9th. Okay. So we have one more, so that's okay, that makes more sense now. So we have one more time, and then right. So you're right. So it starts on the 8th. Or I should say the 9th. It starts at the 9th, I think at like 2 a.m. technically. I almost missed a flight. Home from Edmonton because of I totally forgot about the daylight savings time change. Anyway, the life of an Arizonan. Wasn't thinking. But yeah, so I will get in front of that. So I'll post stuff on Instagram about that as for reminders. I should start doing that this week. And then if for some reason you're not on the mailing list, I just told you about all these things that I just mailed everybody, and you're not on the mailing list, you can send an email to what I just put in chat, and then I'll forward you today's info. So, all right, I'll let you go before the top of the hour here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all the folks being here and all the likes and all that stuff. So have a great rest of your week. Have a great Thursday if you're in Australia, and we'll see you on Sunday. Bye now.